Hello everyone, welcome back. Today we are doing Old English period in British literature in the easiest story method, not boring theory. Today you will understand how Roman left Britain, how Anglo-Saxons came, how Old English began, what is Beowulf, who are Caedmon, who are Cynewulf, King Alfred the Great. So the story begins. Romans in Britain. Long ago, Britain was ruled by the Romans. The Romans came under Julius Caesar first and later fully occupied Britain under Emperor Claudius in 43 AD. And they built roads, walls, towns, administration. Britain was a part of Roman Empire for nearly 400 years. But then Rome became very weak. Barbarians attack started in Europe. So in 410 AD, Romans left Britain to protect Rome itself. This is very important. When Romans left, Britain became very weak and unprotected. So now local Britons were attacked by northern tribes called Picts and Scots. So we can also call Britons as Britons, the local, the origin members. So a British ruler invited Germanic warriors for help. These warriors were Angles, Saxons and Jutes. After helping, they stayed and then they conquered many parts of Britain. This is how Anglo-Saxon became rulers and their language became Old English. Very important points. You know how in England, that is not England, that is England got its name. Angles gave the name England. England is equal to Angleland, the land of Angles. This name was given by Angles. Now let us deep dive into the Old English period. The Old English period starts from 450 AD to 1066 AD, ended with Norman conquest when the William the Conqueror defeated the King Harold at the Hastings. At first, stories were oral. People sang heroic tales in halls. Poets called scopes recited poems. Later, monks wrote them down. So, Old English literature comes from warrior culture, oral songs, and Christian monasteries. Now, let us go into Beowulf, the greatest work. It is the first great English epic. So let us see the important facts. So Beowulf is anonymous. Anonymous means it is unknown. The writer is unknown, but it has around 3182 lines. Wow! Written in Old English, probably composed between 8th to 11th century. So let us see the story of Beowulf. In Denmark, monster Grendel attacks King Hrother's hall and called Heorot. Warriors are helpless. Hero Beowulf comes from Geatland. He fights Grendel with bare hands and tears off his arms. Then Grendel mother attacks Beowulf, kills her too. Years later, Beowulf becomes the king. A dragon attacks his kingdom. Old Beowulf fights dragon and kills it, but he also dies. So in this, the themes are heroism, loyalty, good versus evil, fate and death. So see, these are the Old English themes. Now let us see who is Caedmon. So Caedmon, earliest known English poet. He was a cowherd in monastery tradition. Legend says he received a power to sing in a dream. So he got a power to sing in a dream. So that famous work is called Caedmon Hymn. And the next one is a praise to poem to God and Caedmon Hymn. Next, let us dive into Cynewulf, a famous religious poet. And his important works are Christ, Ellen, Juliana, the Fate of Apostle. He signed poems in runic letters. Keep in mind these are the most asked question in UGC NET. Now let us see who is King Alfred the Great. King Alfred the Great was a scholar, saved England from Vikings. He was the one who promoted education, translated Latin books into Old English, helped prose writers grow. So, the important contribution of the Anglo-Saxon Chronicle encouraged in his reign, that is Alfred the Great. So, let us see the other important poems of the Old English. The first one is Wanderer, Loneliness and Exile, The Seafarer, The Sea Journey and Suffering, The Dream of the Root, Christian Dream poem. So, let us see a quick revision of Old English period. Let us go into that. So, tell me, Old English period is from? Yeah, that's correct. It's from 450 to 1066. And the next question is Roman left. Yeah, that is 410 AD. Anglo-Saxons? They were Anglo-Saxon and Jutes. England means? Yes, the land of Angus. The greatest work was? Beowulf, 3182 lines. Now, please write down in the comment whether you know the author of the poem Beowulf. Okay, the next question is, the earliest poet was Caedmon. Caedmon was a religious poet. And next, the Cynewulf, the prose king, King Alfred the Great. And next one is, why is England called England? Because it was named by the land of Angus. Who wrote Beowulf? So I want you to write the answer in my comment section. So also tell me, Beowulf consists of? Yes, that is 3182 lines. Old English period ended in 106. That's right. So these are the points of Old English period. So these are the most important questions which are asked from UGC NET point of view. And thank you for the class. Thank you.